Yo, what's up, guys? This is Igloo Boy, King Passwine, Swarmlord, this, that, and the other, and I am back with 5-colored Golos Fires, and this is round 1 of the FNM on the April 10th. I decided to try out face cam. We'll see how I like it. If I don't like it, then I might not do round 2, 3, and 4. Looking at this hand, it seems like a fine hand. We have Growth Spiral, Stomping Ground to get me to my Growth Spiral so I can start doing things on turn 3. Worst case scenario, I just do Beanstalk Giant, grab my other land and call it a day. So, last week, ooh, he's playing something different. I feel like he's playing some Esper Hero. I'm just going to start off with Breeding Pool tapped and pass. There's a good chance he knows what we're playing because I play pretty much the only deck that I have. Thought Erasure. I wouldn't be surprised if he took Growth Spiral here. He might take the Beanstalk Giant. Yeah. I feel like Growth Spiral would probably have been the better pick because that would have stopped my ramp next turn. And that's actually a really good draw, because I can Growth Spiral into that and I can kind of fix my next draw. Let me check something real quick. Alright, you guys can't hear the flicking of my cards too badly. I'm trying to be quiet with them. There's a good chance I'm not even gonna flick them. I just like having them. That's a pretty bad draw, having the a second one. That's perfectly fine. Feels pretty bad not being able to do anything with it. I think I just want to go with a Fatal Passage. Let's grab a Black Source. Then let's go with the Fires of Invention. I'm gonna pass the turn. See if there's anything he wants to do. And just so you guys know, I wasn't planning on doing face cam, so this is my both of these are robes that are my I get out of bed and don't feel like putting on like new clothes for the minute. So he goes with the Teferi, which is completely fine.
Might be a bad idea.
Yeah, we just draw a land, so it doesn't really matter. I think that I just want to go Temple of Mystery and recast the Fires of Invention, because Crisis for 2 feels terrible. Teferi's fine. I'm just going to go Fires of Invention and pass. And then next turn I can do a Crisis for 4. And then probably just play a Teferi unless if I draw something to actually do something. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, there's no reason to shock it in. So let's just do a Crisis for 4. Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. What? Time scoring, whatever. At some point I'll probably just, next turn I'll probably just go Fires into Teferi. Actually, I'll just do Teferi first, because that means that if he had a counter spell, he had to counter that.
You'll thank me later.
Then I'll just shock this in. My life total doesn't really matter. Do I want to? I'm just gonna uptick. I don't think that he might have Murderous Strike. No, not an Esper Hero. I don't know what he would have to kill my Teferi.
That's more like it.
I'd rather just, yeah, sure, you have a Deputy. Honestly, I don't really care. Fires of Invention isn't that important to me right now, and I could just bounce it to Teferi and draw a card, which I'm gonna do.
I've got time.
that feels pretty bad. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what land I play here. And yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I was thinking about playing my other Teferi, but it really doesn't do anything, and if that Teferi dies, then I don't have a backup plan. He now has the castle, so he's gonna be able to get some card advantage on me. Like I said, I have another one, so it doesn't really matter. If he wants to Teferi bounce, oh, Othakite, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't really care that much. Blah. Part of me wants to just Teferi bounce, even though I know it's gonna die to the Othakite. Because I don't feel like he has that many instants in his deck. I think that Teferi bounce would be the play, just because I want to draw a card here. So it's pretty much just 3 mana draw a card.
This isn't a fight you can win.
I don't feel like Teferi is that important, like I said earlier. Alrighty then. And let's just pass the turn back. So obviously he's just gonna uptick, probably play Othakite, kill my Teferi, play Deputy, exile my Fire's Invention. Doesn't really bother me at all. I don't think that either of those are really that important in this matchup, because I'm at the point where I can just cast anything anyway. Sure, you can exile it. I don't really care. I don't think you have any. Yeah, you don't have anything in your graveyard, so doesn't matter too much. I mean, it's not a bad card, just I would like to do something other than play lands. I'm kind of starting to fall way behind at this point, but the good thing is he's playing a really slow deck, so it doesn't hurt me too bad.
I'll protect you.
And it looks like he's also just flooding out. I'm just gonna scry here, see what we can get. We can get 2 lands to the bottom of our deck. That's not terrible. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. So next turn we're going to be able to play Golos and spin it on the same turn. Yeah. Hey, I'm doing damage to him. So we just have to make sure to tap our mana correctly. And yeah, you have a hero of Precinct 1. What else do you got for me? Nothing else? That's incredibly boring. Yeah, let's scry too. Let's put Temple of Mystery on the bottom. And then, so it looks like 2, 3, 4, 5. So then I have red, blue, green, black, white, and then 2. So I'm going to play Golos. Yep. I'll take action. I'm just gonna grab a Temple of Silence, so I have a second, or I have 2 black sources. I guess it doesn't matter, I just need a temple. That way I can scry. I do want to put that land on bottom. And then I'm going to wheel. Let's see what we can get. If he wants to draw a card now, that's fine. Okay then. Let's go find a... Whoops, wrong button. I guess we're just going to find some lands. Doesn't really matter which one we keep. Let's take action. Let's go with Temple of Mystery. That's fine, because we're just going to shuffle it again. Well, at least we don't have to worry about mana. Let's just grab this temple. Casualties is always amazing. I'm going to play this land tapped. I'm going to play Casualties of War, destroying a planeswalker, a land, an enchantment, and a creature. You don't have you don't have any artifacts. So creature, I'm gonna destroy Castle Lochthwain. So he's probably just gonna draw a card and be like, this sucks. Yep. And we'll see what he does now. Land, sure, you can deputy. Would I rather Casualties of War, or would I rather Time Wipe? I think Time Wipe here. I think Time Wipe, because then I can still use Golos' ability. Actually, I probably can use Golos' ability either way. I mean, taking him off a land doesn't hurt him at all. So I think Time Wipe is better here. Making sure to not tap the wrong mana. Okay. Let's take action. Grab Temple of Epiphany and scry one. Let's throw that on the bottom, and then let's spin the Golos. Alright. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so let's Time Wipe here. And then let's replay the Golos. Take action. And here I'm just gonna grab a Fabled Passage, and on my upkeep I will go fetch. Sure, that's fine. Is there anything else? No. So I'm going to make sure to fetch. That way there's only a few more lands in my deck. Doesn't really matter. Then I'll draw. Alright. Let's go. Alright, let's go find another land. There's literally maybe 1 or 2 lands in the deck still. Land and a creature. Doesn't really matter at this point. I guess I'll do a Watery Grave. Alright. Do I have any more lands left in my deck? I have 3 lands. Now at 2 lands. And then let's spin the Golos. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I only had 3 black sources. No. Yeah. Alright, so Let's just growth spiral first. Sure, I have a Fires of Invention. I guess I will destroy a land. Let's destroy another Watery Grave, I guess. And let's just steal this land. Wait, can I? Oh, I can spin again. This is insane. Yeah. Being able to double spin in a turn and then throwing out this Beanstalk Giant as a creature and then giving all my creatures haste would have won it there. Because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Or my Beanstalk Giant was a 23, 23. I cast it for free. And then I cast Kenrith, give all my creatures haste, and then swing for 23, 28, 31, 33. Seems like a good turn. So we know he's playing Esper Hero here. Let me see here. So he's got Deputies, Othakayas, Teferis. Part of me kind of wants to bring in the negate. Devout Decree is pretty bad here. Aether Gust is useless. Mystical Dispute isn't bad because I can stop the Thought Erasure and the Teferi. So I'll put that in for right now. Flame Sweep helps versus the hero, but I don't know if it's really that good. We'll see it. We'll see if we want it for game number 3 if we go there. Return to Nature doesn't seem that good, and Tulsamir seems pretty bad. So looking at our sideboard, Negate seems pretty good. Growth Spiral is awesome. Mystical Dispute's always good with Thought Erasure. I don't feel like Time Wipe is that important. I feel like I'm just gonna take it out entirely. Golos is pretty much the reason we're playing this. Casualties of War has a lot of targets. I like a lot of the cards. So at this point, I'm just gonna trim. I took out both Time Wipes. I'm going to take out a single Growth Spiral, and I feel like Negate is probably the only card I really want to take out here. Most of the other cards are very good in this matchup. I'm gonna trim a Fire, so I'm not getting rid of the Growth Spiral. Yeah, let's go with that. Fires of Invention is great, but in this matchup, it's such a slow game anyway that there's no huge importance for it. So I think that just having Growth Spiral is better. I think this is really slow, but I think it's fine in this matchup. He kept 7 as well, so I can assume that he does have the Thought Erasure, so I'm just going to shack that in. And he has Hero, that's fine. I am going to be going really slow. And I'm playing Temple of Mystery here. I don't really need to have an untapped land on turn 4. So the reason I played Temple of Mystery instead of any of my other one is because of Growth Spiral. If I drew a Growth Spiral there, I could cast it right now. And because I didn't, I'm just going to play a tap land. So next turn, I'm going to play Fertile Footsteps into Temple. I'm going to go up to 5 lands. Do I need the 6th? The 6th land isn't terrible because I do have Casualties of War. So now he can cast a Fairy if he wants to. And he decides not to. That is fine by me. Part of me wants to go Fabled Passage. Part of me thinks he also is just holding up Mortify. So I'm just going to go with it. There's a chance that he does have the Dovin's Veto. But if he really wants to Dovin's Veto this, it's not that big of an issue for me. It just slows me down a turn. And then afterwards, I'm going to play my Temple of Triumph. Sure. So, let's get a Scry. I do have a Fires of Invention. So next turn, I can go Fires of Invention and then give Kenrith haste. And then I can start putting a clock on him. There's a chance he doesn't do anything, so he can hold up the Mortify, which is also fine. Part of me also wants to just go Fires of Invention. Yeah. Part of me also wants to just go Fires of Invention into Golos. I think that's probably the better line here, even though I'd rather go with the Kenrith play. So I'm just going to go Fires into Golos, because I don't feel like I need to get that damage in now, because his board state's just so much better than mine. So I think that it's more important for me to go Golos, and then I can go Casualties next turn. There's a good chance that my Golos is going to die here anyway. So I'm just going to grab my Castle of Vantris. And I'll pass. And then next turn I can go Kenrith into Casualties of War, and then probably bring back my Golos from my graveyard with Kenrith. So next turn should be pretty good. There's a chance I might have to just spend the turn gaining 10 life, depending on how much pressure he puts on this turn. And then if he full swings, I'm just going to block one of his soldiers, because he's pretty much saying, hey, I have a Othakai in hand. So we can kind of see, based off of his attacks, what's in his hand. I feel like he probably has an Elspeth Conquers Death in hand. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yep. So if he wants to just attack me, that is fine. It feels like he has a Tyrant Scorn in hand based off of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a mountain here. And I don't think gaining 10 life here is going to get me anywhere. So I think I'm just gonna play Kenrith first, and then see what happens. Alright. So I am going to use this ability, and I'm going to bring back my Golos. Yeah, I'm going to bring back Golos. Paying it. Boop. I guess it really doesn't matter, because I'm not going to give him haste anyway. We'll see what he wants to do here. Tyrant Scorn bounce. Yep, that's perfectly fine. Do I want him to bounce it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's got 8 damage. I can block 2. Or I can block 3 of that damage, which puts me at 5, so that would kill me. If I do Casualties, let this resolve, I would only take 4, so I'm supposed to let this resolve. And then I get my Golos back, take action. I'm going to find my Temple of Malady. Put this on bottom. Have this come in tapped. Then I'm going to go Casualties of War. I'm going to destroy a creature and a land. He doesn't have anything else, correct? Okay. I'm going to destroy his Elite Guard Mage and take him off of double blue. Nope. Either way, he has double black, so I'm going to take him off of double blue. Actually, it's probably right to take him off of double white so he can't have the Elspeth Conquers Death. That was probably a misplay on my part. Yep, that's game. Alright, so Time Wipe probably wasn't the best thing to take out, but if he didn't have the Elspeth Conquers Death there, I would have still been able to play Kenrith. I would have gained 10 life, given him haste, probably. No, I probably wouldn't have done haste. So I probably would have been in a lot better position. I guess Flame Sweep isn't terrible. Alright. Maybe Time Wipe isn't bad. I think I'm going to take out one Growth Spiral. Maybe trim on a Beanstalk Giant. I mean, there's also a chance that I can't take out Golos. I can't take out. Well, maybe trimming on one casualties isn't a bad idea. I'm just trying to figure out what the other card I'm supposed to take out is. There's a chance it's just taking out. Oops, I don't take. Well. I think I'm gonna trim one casualties. I don't think that I really need 4, because after the first casualties, he's pretty much only gonna have a single creature and a single land to blow up. So it's probably a little too slow. And not good in repetition. I don't have green mana, or else I would have kept. This seems like a fine hand, so I'll keep this and toss a Golos on bottom. Excuse me. And then here I'm just going to go Temple Scry, and then Hallowed Fountain, shock it, and play Growth Spiral. Gotta make sure to have the green mana first. That's fine. I can go grab a land from my deck to get to my 4th mana source. I'm just gonna shock it in. I'm gonna play it now just in case if he does have counter magic in hand. I don't think I need another one here. I think it's just gonna slow me down at this point. So let's see what he does here. There's a chance he just goes Thought Erasure, which is fine. He's holding up Dovin's Veto, so that means that my Beanstalk Giant is going to hurt if I do cast it. It's a good chance it just gets countered. Do I care? I don't think so. I'd rather this get countered than a potential Fires of Invention. And if he lets it resolve, then I can go grab my red source. That's fine. I'm just going to go Temple of Mystery. Casualties isn't good enough. If I don't draw land, I might have to go with a Hydroid Krasis for 2. Teferi is fine. And I think that I just uptick here. Well, I want to draw that land, and in case if it's a tap land, I'd rather. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll pass it, and then I can go Golos next turn. Go grab my Castle of Vantress. Elite Guard Mage is fine. I do have a Fires and Invention. Interesting.
Don't
Do
worry,
I ever just
I got
Crisis for 3 so I can have it as a blocker? I don't feel like Teferi is that important. But there's a good chance he has a Mortify in hand. Blue, red, green, black, white, blue. Alright, looks like I have all 5 colors. I mean, if he does have the Mortify, then he's just going to kill Krasis and kill Teferi anyway. So by doing Fires of Invention and then Golos, it means there's more threats for him to deal with. And then worst case scenario, I just do a Krasis for 4 next turn so I can draw a card. And I still don't think that Teferi is the most important in this matchup. And Elspeth conquers D-Spark. That's alright. Thought Rager gets rid of my Hydrate Krasis. And this is when my time wipe feels terrible. So let's just put a place marker so I can go with my Castle Vantress. Scry 2. So I really don't want to land here. Which both... The only reason why I'm thinking Growth Spiral is fine is because I'm casting it for free and I'm going to draw this card anyway. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter. But at least it's out of my deck. So let's just draw the card and pass the turn. Oh goodness. This is gonna be a long game. I think I'm supposed to just scry and upkeep again. Let's see what he does. Elspeth conquers death. So then the upkeep scry is not good. Agent of Treachery. Let's finagle this Elspeth conquers death. Boop. I wanna thank you emoji or thanks. That feels really, really good here. I'm going to be able to time wipe my Agent of Treachery back to my hand. And then next turn I'm going to be able to recast it. So that feels pretty amazing here. And then I do have my double green, double black, so I can go with a... Oh. Aww. That feels bad. Maybe I'll top deck this time wipe. You don't know. Casualties of War feels fine. Let's destroy a land and a creature. Destroy a hero. I'm going to destroy this land. Keeps him off of the double white off for Elspeth Conquers Death. No attackers. At this point, I'm not going to kill him with 2 points of damage. I think I just have Golos in here, right? Ooh, I don't have... Do I want Teferi or Beanstalk Giant? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with Teferi. Give him a loyalty. Let's bounce Agent of Treachery.
Time for plan. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crisis for 5. Seems good. Get another Agent of Treachery. I'll take it. This is why I love this deck so much. Whoops. Blah. That's fine. I'm just going to probably, I don't know. It really depends on what I draw, so I can't really say what I would play. I'm just going to grab this mountain so I have double red. I think Ancient Treachery, take his Elite Guard Mage is fine here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to shock this in. Yeah, I'm going to shock it in so I can go with the Growth Spiral first. Just so I can see what I'm going into. Yeah, I'm just going to take an Elite Guard Mage so he can't pressure me as quickly. And if he does have like an Elspeth Conquers Death here, I can just take it with Ancient Treachery. If you place Hero Precinct 1, I'll take it. At this point, I'll probably take whatever he plays. So, boo. Alright, fine. Deal with this one. I'm just going to play this land tapped and pass. Yeah, my attack here is fine because he's not going to have anything with haste. Dream Trawler. Hello. That feels amazing. That feels slightly less amazing. I'm just going to swing with these two. There's no reason to attack with Ancient Treachery when I'm such a low life total right now. There's a chance I was supposed to leave the land in hand just to bluff that I had something. Sure. There's a good chance he's just holding this in hand, waiting for him to draw something good. Let's scry 2. Throw that on bottom and pick up a Golos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I'm 1 mana short from spinning it. Yeah, I'll take it. And I'm just going to grab, doesn't matter too much, so I'm going to grab a scry land. Put this scry on bottom. And I'll just pass the turn. At this point, he's probably just hoping to overwhelm the battlefield. And then for me, I'm just going to spin a few times with Golos. That hurts incredibly. Oh, jeez. That is incredibly bad for me. Let's see. I don't really want either of these. I'm just gonna scry just so I know I'm not gonna get 3 lands, hopefully. Kenrith is amazing. Yes. I would love to do this. Ooh. Part of me wants to go Time Wipe, return Golos to my hand, and then play Kenrith, gain 5 life, and swing for 5. I love that play. Yeah, I'm going to return Golos to my hand. I was thinking about returning Ancient Treachery. Let's gain 5 life. Do I really want to gain 5 life here? I don't know if my life total is very important at this point. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I have 13 lands. I'm going to do Golos purely because I don't think that he has any board wipes in his deck. And I'm going to be able to double spin. I do not want another land. Thank you. So at this point I have 14 lands. I have double black. Atris. Sure. Sure. He's probably going to take the land because there's a chance it's a good card. Let's see here. Casualties of War. Why is my deck so mean? I have 14. Do I have... I just have one Beanstalk Giant, which is a 14-14. So I just grab my Beanstalk Giant. Submit. Grab my Ancient Treachery. Submit. Take his Atris. Give all my creatures haste and trample. And swing. That was oh my gosh, that was a crazy good game. That was a blast to play. Good game, Matt. So we were able to get game 1 or match 1 versus Matt or Motozor, which feels amazing. Last week we ended up losing to him, so being able to beat him round 1 instead of losing round 4 to him feels amazing. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see what deck I'm playing, last week I did a deck tech on this Golos Fires deck, so make sure to check that out. There might be a link in the description for the deck. I don't know for sure. If not, I will leave a comment in the video leaving this deck list. And next week, I believe Ikoria comes out. Maybe not. But if you want to choose what deck I want to play, or what deck I play, there's a good chance if you leave a deck suggestion in the description, or not description, in the comment section. I'm always looking at the comment section because I think it's fun. But if you leave any ideas down there, I will check them out, and there's a good chance I might play one of them. So feel free to leave one of those decks. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully you guys watch round 2, 3, and 4. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.